Hello everybody, you're back with the Ithaca playthrough here, or not the Ithaca playthrough, the Upstate New York playthrough. We're currently building Ithaca, like I said. Right now, we're we're building a we're building an interesting part of the city, and I want to kind of show you guys the inspiration right now. I really think these will be temporary, by the way. This area has never been permanent, but I want to bring in some real, you know, photo, I guess, real photos of Ithaca. One major thing that I think I'm going to do differently, guys, is this. This is currently a golf course, and Public Works and just a bunch of other crap that, quite frankly, for the meeting of two, like, fairly prominent in the, just the geography of Ithaca itself, I don't think that this is going to be something that I turn into a golf course. In fact, I think that this whole area, for me, will be turned into a park, like a massive park. And so I kind of wanted to formalize that by just creating a district here. And we'll just kind of formalize that. Kind of all this land be slated to be park area. And that'll be kind of another episode where we go in and we prepare this site for a park. But this is going to be park. 3 Points Park. And that'll be for a future episode. Right now, we go back to our build, and I kind of want to show you guys where some things are lining up in comparison to Ithaca as well. As you can see, there's kind of a prominent thing called Markle's Flats. Kind of right in the... I would call this almost very... Well, it is very centralized in Ithaca. Right now our high school is in that area, and I think I kind of want to expand on that idea, and I will put in our pool. We might have to unlock it here with some points. So let's get actually all of the parks unlocked. And I want to find it really quick. Where is this? Where is this? It might be under tourist attractions. Yes, here it is, the water park. And I think I want to put it facing Laurel Street. But I kind of want to have it, there be a little bit of a setback. And possibly a little bit more. And we'll get this working in just a moment, so we're not wasting, money and all that. But we are losing money, so that is something that we should keep an eye on. I'm gonna pause it, and I'm gonna look at the asset itself. So we have this kind of service road and this parking area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a road here. And I think I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to open road builder, and I'm going to essentially just have a wide sidewalk on either side with no parking. Exactly like that. I'm gonna see if that's what this is. And it is. Perfect. And so now, yeah, that's what we have. It looks like that. And it's actually perfect. Except for our surfaces. So let's fix these up. And we'll drag that all the way down to here. Just so that I don't have to mess with it. Perfect. And I think what we're also going to do over here is we're going to add some of the beach assets. So let's go to beach spawn. Let's just see what some of these look like. Perfect. And then we're going to go in and we're going to delete. It's kind of ironic that we're building this whenever there's snow on the ground, but it'll make a lot more sense later. So we'll just say that for now. Let me extend these surfaces. And a cool thing about these beach areas is that they will get used year-round, which is nice. Which is very nice. I do like that. Let's actually make it go all the way down to that corner. This is a great way to fill this space. Really great way to fill this space. And also, guys, this is probably going to end up being another 2-hour episode. If I'm honest. So, yeah. Enjoy the long episode. I hope you guys enjoy the long episode for you today. I'm thinking about doing some super thin row housing here in this very highly desirable spot. Quite like that, but I would dig something like that. And then we'll just continue this, along. Possibly with some offices as well. No, definitely with some offices. We have some office demand. Yes, I like the mixture. I think what I'll do here as well is I'll put one of them in. Please cross, what are you doing? I don't know why that's not in. Why are you not adding it? so confused as to why it's not working. Alright, I'll try it again. Yeah, it's not wanting to... It's just not wanting to do the thing. I'll just bulldoze the street and try that again. Alright, there we go. Some type of nice little parky here would be nice. Actually, oh my gosh, I changed my mind again. Damn it, I wish I didn't. I do think I'll put trees here.
You're listening to Second
though.
Moon, the epitome of classical listening at home or wherever you roam.
The leader of the City Services Division is with us in the studio today to talk about why they're contracting with outside agencies to provide vital services for our residents. Isn't that going to be costly, Mr. Councilman?
Oh, well, quite frankly, yes. It is an additional expense, but the residents have come to expect a certain level of services, and we simply do not have the capacity to provide them within the city.
Sounds like we're the ones who will end up paying for it. Should we be worried?
I expect the residents would be more distressed if key services became unavailable. Their quality of life is very important to them.
But so is their money. We'll be back after this.
Let's make
And
sure
on to
that
our
people
main
are
feature
using it to
The commercial district is
go from
booming,
one
as
street to
the
the
area
next
is
to
attracting
the
more
next.
high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarman mocktail. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
That's it.
Is this large enough? No, it's not large enough for a path. Man, this area is just looking really nice. Ugly! Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Holy smokes. Straight. Perfectly straight. Ooh, I do see an opportunity. And I think I'm gonna take it. Get rid of that nub. And since this is actually a creek in real life, we'll do creek districts. Get right in the middle. Oh man, I'd love to be right in the middle. Ooh, a nice big one. And then what I'll do is I'll actually cut all that off. It'll just be that behemoth, man. That's good. I love this new district, man. It's so good. And I'll move the post office to be on Linden Street here. And then I'll have this go straight. And I'll leave that path. That's nice. Just some differences and yeah. I kind of want one of these corner pieces. Right about here. And I'm not sure what building style I really want. Because on one hand, I think we should make this little district like a village of some sort, and it'll actually involve this area, because they're all kind of brick, so something similar, you know. Such an intriguing building, guys. I'm having a blast. I think we could do something like this, and then can we get... We'll figure out which color. Maybe we won't get this to work. I don't know. door, so let's make the door blue. I don't even know what this is changing. Oh, this part's changing that little thing. I guess it's pretty much just this or nothing, so I think we should stick with some UK stuff. But probably something a little taller in nature for over here. These aren't exactly taller. Jesus, those get big. Okay, no, not that tall. I don't know. That's perfect for that space though, I like that. I just don't know about something like that. They're so general. Some of this though. I wish it was by 5. Right? Or we could do something crazy like this. Ooh, and I think I will. I do quite like this. I think it's nice. And I might splice. I know people have mixed feelings about splicing. I acknowledge those mixed feelings, but I also acknowledge that I think that this would look a lot better with a spliced building on this side. So let's take a look. Maybe not so damn big. maybe it's not a fit. I'll drag it over to here. And I'll keep
You're
looking.
tuned into Second Moon, the channel where the classics never grow up.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after.
Okay, not that one. But I will keep this one over here as well. Nope. Name. Nope. Here. No! Oh no, man. There was a 6 by something. Oh my goodness. This just might be a different opportunity. And then maybe we can do yet another building. Like something like this. In this corner. Gotta get even further in. I want this one up, 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 up. And then I want this one down just a few. And we might just get rid of this, both of those, and do law, accounting, a big sign right there. perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I love all the street activity, how many jobs this one building has. Employees 8. Employees 8. 15. Jeez. Oh, not as much as this building right next to it employs, but still. Our first spliced building. And I think it's pretty good, man. I really do. I do want to add more of these water towers. I think they look cool. Or I'll just add a huge AC unit up here. Honestly, maybe some tables. $216 people live in that. That's nuts. Alright, let's go back to this. I'd love to see what we could fit in this little tiny space. I don't want parking with it though. Oh, gosh, if only you were a little bit longer. Man, I do like these though. Yeah, but in the context, it doesn't feel right at all. Boring corporate-y BS something here, maybe. Maybe 6 by... Oh my gosh, a 4 by 4. 4 by 3. 6? 4 by 6? Oh wait, yeah, I think it's gonna be a 3 by, or just by 3. Yeah, by 3. Let's get a 6 by 3. Probably a 6 by 3 is what I want in here then. And it's only only this style essentially. So we got 2 level 5s. So I want to compare the level 5s. Oh, gosh, it's I do really like it. However, I don't really want absolutely all of this to be paved like this. Like, I'll pave this. I'll pave that out there, but the rest of this I just want green. Green and open. And possibly even a park. Man, a lot of people live in that. Jeez. Can we do a 6x6 here too? We sure as heck can. And then get rid of some of these sub-elements and put another building right here that is like 3 by something. Yeah, something like that. Does this have side windows? No, it does not. Oh. Oh my gosh. Something like that would be great. Can we... Probably gonna want... Okay. Okay, we're looking for, I think, several buildings here. So, let me first off scoot this out and over to street level here. And we'll look at specifically covering up this part right here. We'll face this way, not have windows on either side, but can be splitched. Nope. Nope. Oh, I almost deleted the wrong thing. Jeez. It might be something by 2 in this case. It might be a 2 by building. Just in this case. If that building had
Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during
man,
this
I
water
might
shortage.
just
Consider installing a
reconfigure
low-flush
this to
toilet,
fit
cut
that.
back on watering the lawn, and shower with a friend whenever possible. This has been a local public service announcement.
Just to create
Pending updates to our power grid, the city
Like,
will be
some
experiencing
interesting-
rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement.
You're tuned in to Second Moon, the channel where the classics never grow old.
And on to our main feature story. The
No, I'm
commercial
just gonna
district
tear
is
this all out
booming
until I
as the area is
make a
attracting
decision
more
on
high-end
this property
stores,
right here.
bringing the latest in luxury to
I
our
have
neighborhood.
not.
You can now shop for designer shoes
Oh,
while sipping a
man.
fancy local Jarva mate.
Yes.
Or so my
please.
wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in
And
luxury
get
to
rid
our
of
neighborhood.
the
You can now
sub
shop for designer shoes while sipping a
things.
fancy local Jarva
Most
mate.
likely they're
Or
phasing
so my wife tells me. That's good for
something
business
else.
and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after
Get me up closer to this building. This is giving me some trouble, so what I'm gonna do is nope, that's my dryer. I'm gonna fill this somewhat awkward space here. Why should I do this automatically? And that's definitely the one I'm going with. This is hopeful thinking, but oh, it got close. It got very close. So, man, that was easy. I really think the diner would be nice here. Oh, please. Streamline diner. Laundry's done. We need to get rid of all these palm trees. There we go. And then I'd like to have some more of these tall boys. I'd like to have 2 of those. I'll get another big old oak right there. And I just love this building. In particular, this area. How many people does this employ? 13, nice. 13, and then I'm gonna place a park, like a playground right here. Not that one. Oh, maybe this one. Let me get rid of these. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Maybe move it just a little bit. Fit the space just slightly better. And honestly, just get rid of a few of those. Get rid of the one that I placed here. We might be golden, honestly. Make the cement a little bit smaller. So we're not... Actually, get rid of the surface entirely. Because we're just like a park space, you know? Like, there we go. I think that's nice. And then I do want something here. So like, oh, what would this be? By 3. Something by 3, probably. Maybe a low rent. Maybe. No, not that tall. Probably also dual mode or whatever. Oh, this would be a perfectly acceptable place to put that. Except we encroach on our diner a little bit. So can we make it? Boy, am I trying. Scooching in a bit. Probably something like right there. And then obviously ignore that surface. Does not exist. Like this surface out here on this edge. Yeah. And honestly, maybe
You're listening to Second Moon, the epitome of classical listening at home or wherever you roam.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after that. In local coverage, the Tourism Board just released their figures, and it's good news all around. Tourism is way up over the previous season. Pretty amazing, right, Jim?
You bet, Glenn. I guess everybody is figuring out that this is the place to be.
I'm just gonna have to live with a bit of imperfection with that. There's no way to really make that perfect, sadly. And then we're gonna get rid of these chairs that were placed with it. And we'll extend this surface to be, yeah, just the surface. That is for this complex. And then to kind of frame this building, we'll put in kind of a little pocket park here. And we'll get rid of this surface. Nice. Probably frame this up a little bit better within its context and sink it a bit. Maybe we'll raise the road up a bit. Oh, not there. Not there. We won't mess with that. And I'm gonna try to flip that. So, there we go. Looks a lot better. I might do something else too. I might get rid of these trees and kind of make the pool more of part of this complex, the school complex, and might do that. Even maybe squeeze some parking And then here, I might do one of these again. Turn it sideways like this. Oh, need to have the road connection, so put it probably right there. We'll get rid of its original surface. Extend this one a bit, but I think I do want to make this surface this kind of boardwalky surface. That's just perfect. And if I can get away with it, I might splice a park into this. Small playground, large playground. Alright, sub-element removing time. I'll do the trees myself. I don't like these lights at all. I don't like that shed. I don't like these rocks. Everything else is fine. I'm gonna get rid of that and then use more of that street space. And then I'll put in a walkway. honestly curious to see if anybody even uses it. And then we'll keep on with the path through there. I'll move this down just a bit, and then I'll pull that up to make it look a little better. Then I'm gonna straighten this up a bit. Push it out a little bit, make that door line up, and then I'll look for additional assets that kind of match this vibe. Oh man, this might do better there than even that building does. So what if I move it yet again and put it down here with that, and then position this. Then we might have to just get rid of this, sadly. But that is fine. And I might copy this color, see if we can get it on this. Oh shoot, that's copy. Copy. Paste. Oh. Oh yes. Okay. We are so in business. Let me see if this translates to this building any better. Yeah, it's still a little lighter, but that's fine. Post office, you're gonna have to move again. I am so sorry. We're just gonna put it over here for now. I'll find a permanent position for it in a moment. Not in a moment. Possibly in a while. So buy 2. This might need to be a row.
Recent spikes in demand have led to temporary local shortages in the city's fresh water supply. The public should be aware that we are struggling to get the situation in hand.
Yeah, or we could get
This has been a local
French
public
one
service
to work.
announcement. Pending
But
updates
it's
to our power grid,
white
the city
is
will be
the
experiencing
thing.
rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these
It is
breaks in
white.
service and to follow the guidelines on
And
the
it
city's
sticks
website
out just
on
a
how to
little bit.
plan
I
for
don't
these
think
temporary
that's gonna
events.
work.
This has been a local public service announcement.
So let me get rid of that actually, and then
Another letter from our
go
erstwhile
back
listener.
to the drawing board.
What's up, honey? Me and my sister love you. Oh,
Do the EU.
y'all got clarinets and violins, but you got something most music these days ain't. Oh, let me guess. Lineage traced back to the great Haydn himself? Let's see here. Y'all got soul. Oh, yeah, soul. A raison d'être? Delicious. My sisters say,
I hate how many friggin' times that thing
got more fun
burps.
painting. I told her
Let's make
that ain't
sure
fun.
this is a
That's
level
classic.
5.
Yes, indeed. That must be most
Sure it's not
exacerbated.
up here
Classical music
anymore.
has been known since the time of the early explorers. Funk, by contrast, is an entirely modern conceit, and you'll find none of that here. Funk, as they say, is for the lay person. Now, let's hear another one of those soulful cats.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
Local stargazers are in for a real treat tonight as the aurora borealis is expected to light up the night
go
sky.
ahead and get
That's
rid of.
right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening. It promises to be quite a sight.
Get rid of that surface. Help? Oh. Oh. establish some internet service in town. We're also gonna put a we're gonna flip these. That water tower park, and then we're gonna have that as well. I believe it. No! Well, guys, as always, that's the end of the episode.